Hey guys, and welcome back to the next video in my Design for Dummies series. So today it's going to be all about paths. We are also going to be covering guides and selections. It's going to kind of cross over between them. So for the most part today we're going to be using the pen tool. I'm sure a lot of you guys at least know how to use this, but I'm going to show you a couple of things that you might not know what to do with. So I'm going to draw a shape here. We can simply by clicking points. We can also click and drag to create curves. We go, and then let's just finish this off so it doesn't look like anything in particular, and conclude it there. Now while this is still a path, you can see it's an outline, it's not a shape yet, there's not much we can do with it. We can go back and edit some of the points. Convert point tool means we can select one of our, I've just clicked on the line there to show the points. We can click on one of the lines and edit the anchor points to have a different angle. We can also add points and then move them around. So we've now, sorry, this is not an object yet. So we've now got our path. Now at the moment, this will show up in our paths tab. And as usual, if you haven't got this tab open, you can go to Window and go down to Paths. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to show you how to make some stuff with it. So to start off, we're going to use the work path. So with the path selected in this tab, we can click on the drop down menu and go to Save Path, Path 1. So now that will be there. So even if we go to do something else now, if we create a new path, let's find the pen tool again, that path will stay there and it won't remove the path. Currently we're adding to that path, so we might want to create a new one. So new path, path 2, and then if we create a shape, it will create it on a new path layer. And we can switch between them. And now the useful thing for this is it's like saving shapes. So what we can do is we can hold down Control and click on one of them, and it will select them. So I've selected the layer one at the moment. You can see it's created a marquee tool. We can then go to our layers and we can then fill that with the bucket tool with the shape. So it's like saving the shape. Let's just delete that for now. Let's go back to our paths tab. Another thing we can do is we can right click on it. We can do a couple of stuff with it. So we can do stroke path. We're going to select our brush tool. And it will just stroke it with the brush. Now this looks messy at the moment, but what it does is it takes the current selections you have with your brush. So let's just undo that and go to our brush tab. So let's just bring out our brush here. As you can see, it's a large feathered brush, which is why it did that. So let's change that. Let's take the opacity up to 100%. I'm going to change the shape of the brush to this kind of star effect. And we're going to bring the size up just a little bit. There we go. So when we press it once, you can see what it does. Now if we apply this to the path and do the same again and go to stroke path, you can see that it has this, that uses the star to draw this path as if we'd just drawn the line around it. One last thing we can do with path is you can go to stroke path, simulate pressure, and then at the curves it will go thinner, and the wider curves it will go wider as if you're drawing with a pencil. Doesn't display it very well with this current brush. So another thing we're going to do is we can make our work path. So if we select path, make selection, so it's like a marquee tool, you can then go to make work path. With this work path, it's like a master layer. We can then export it. So we can go to File, Export, Paths to Illustrator. And this is often how you take shapes from Photoshop into Cinema 4D or Illustrator. Do note though that whilst it is a path, it's not a vectorized path, so you would do better recreating the shape for editing the shape in Illustrator itself. So carrying on, we're going to bring out our guides. So one thing you'll see me do in a lot of my designs is find the center point, and to do this I create a new layer. I fill it with a solid color, doesn't matter what color it is. The background color was white and I've just filled it white. Let's just change that to black so you can see. Then while on this layer, while it's filling the whole document, I do Control T. Whoops, sorry. I've got the path selected at the moment. Let's just delete these paths. Yes. I've got to delete them individually, my bad. There we go. So while we've got our layer selected, we're going to do Control T, and you'll see it has several anchor points at each corner and at the middle of each line. So we're going to bring one of them from the top to the middle and the side to the middle. Oops, I missed that one there. Side to the middle, and there we go, we're done. We can't see those at the moment because we've got layers to, we've got our guides turned off. So as I said in my shortcuts video, we can do Control semicolon and it will bring up the guides. So what this is useful for is for snapping to certain things. So you don't always have to find the center point, it's just the one thing I use it for mostly. But it can also be used to lock points. If you'll be trying to create shapes very precisely, you'll find that points will lock to certain objects if you've have so selected. So let's just go to our view, and then we can go down to snap. We can choose what our objects snap to. So this isn't just our marquee tool, our pen tool. We can choose what it snaps to. I'm just going to turn guides on, so it's snap to guides. Then if we click near the guides, it will snap to the exact point where the guides are. This can also be seen with marquee tools. So as you can see, it will then snap to the guides. If I turn that off and show you again without it, if I turn off snap, you'll see that it doesn't snap it unless I try and take it exactly on. So this is a very useful tip if you're trying to get things very neat, very exact, and trying to center your content. So I hope this tutorial has been useful for you. If you did enjoy it, do leave a like below. Also leave a comment if you have a serious suggestion, and I'll be sure to get back to you with another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.